Not much of a ring.
Yeah, not that much, man, but
You
a
got
little bit if you do get as good as that.
got a new tattoo.
I did on the back of my leg.
You've only been here for your second season. Coming here, just took inspiration behind that motivation by showing your commitment and love for the program.
Yeah, man, it was a really easy decision to make. Being around here, this is pretty much the most fun I've had with college football. In my long 6 years, man. But yeah, man, just me. I as you can see, I like tattoos and stuff a lot, man. So just having the opportunity to add that as well shows how much this program, these group of guys, and this city really means to you.
What about playing here is so funny?
Man, just really the atmosphere, the fans packing out the stadium week in and week out, just being able to see and actually be a part of the shift. When I first got here last January, when you say, you play football at ASU, people are like, oh, okay, that's cool or whatever, man. But putting in the work and actually seeing the shift and how everybody wants to, like Coach Dillingham says, activate the Valley, and everybody wants to be a part of it, man, just, being a guy that I know that I want to leave things better than I found it, man. So being able to come here and mesh with my guys and build that team chemistry, that's been the funnest parts of it for me.
At what point did it click where you're like, I'm gonna put some ink on my skin, that signifies the Sun Devils?
I think it was probably about the middle of January after our season ended, and I was like, man, that was magical, man. That season, a lot of things really don't happen like that all the time. Things really don't happen like that all the time, man. So, having a part of that with me forever, we finally got our ring, so I might have to add that to the back, But being able to be a part of something that doesn't happen all the time, man, I knew it had to stick with me forever.
Competitiveness is one of the most important traits about this team. I feel like, you're maybe one of the fieriest guys on the team. What about that makes this such a good match for you?
I mean, it really makes our entire team as a whole better. If I'm bringing guys like, Roman Petrie and Albert Smith behind me, man, I know that the program's going to be in a really great place when I'm done, so being able to just make everybody around you better. There's only 11 guys that's going to be on the field, man, but everybody that puts on a Sun Devil uniform or everybody that coaches, everybody that's in the building contributes in some way, man. So getting everybody to push and give their all and everything that they have is really my main goal.
I think last year you were one of the first guys to tweet that you're coming back. Why'd you tweet why?
Man, it was really easy decision to come back, man. I knew I had another year of eligibility left, and I knew that there were still things left for me to prove in college football, and no greater place than here. You know what I'm saying? I trust Coach Dillingham and our staff with everything that they put in place for us. And like I said before, like coming from a different program, you get to really have two different perspectives on things, man. And coming over here and the group of guys that we have in our locker room and the staff that Coach Dillingham put in place, all the way down to, the equipment staff and everybody really meshes and gels really well together, man. So coming back for another year and another opportunity to chase your goals and do everything that you want to do, it was a really easy decision for me.
You're one of the few guys on the roster that's been to multiple CRE appearances. It's not a given the next year, and everything is a fresh start. So what are some of the things you're trying to talk about, or maybe the coaches were talking about, of like, this isn't necessarily a linear trajectory, like, right, we're the hunted day.
Exactly. Coach Dillingham let it be known to us that out of the entire Big 12, I think only one team has won it back-to-back. So being able to have an opportunity to go do something that's never been done before, but also knowing that it's very hard, you know what I'm saying? So being able to just chase your goals and just focus on the day-to-day task each and every day, man. I can't get to step 20 before I, finish step 1. So just focusing day to day, just perfecting your craft, coming out with your guys and leaning on one another. We're getting ready to go through those dog days of camp and stuff like that. So just going in and focusing on the things that you can control, rankings and preseason polls and preseason all conference teams. You can't control none of that. The only thing that you can control is coming to work every day. So being able to just come in here and focus on, the little things, and I feel like the rest will take care of itself.
How much would it mean to go back to back?
it'll mean the world to me, you know, finishing out on top, man. You know, everybody has the goals of winning championships and doing things like that, man. But I feel like, to me, a staple coming out of, you know, this isn't a blue blood, if you know, the Ohio States, the Alabamas of the college football world, man. So being able to come here and do that back to back, it'll show that, you know, you don't need, for high school recruits and stuff like that, you don't need to chase big names. You can do it with the guys that you have surrounded. And I feel that if you have a really good group and everybody's bought in, man, anything is possible.
Do you feel like this team can become a blue blood?
Absolutely, man. Coach Dillingham is a young head coach with a lot of great energy, and he's on the rise, man. And all the different changes with college football, man. I feel like this is definitely trending in the right direction to become one of those powerhouse names of college football.
Do you guys talk about that at all? Like, just amongst you guys, the idea of becoming a blue blood or going back to back?
Nah, man. You really just, like I said before, man, you come in and focus on the little things, man. Everybody comes in and just enjoys the things that we do every day, man. And kind of with our workout schedule, it's kind of hard to look too far in the future. You got to get to the end of the week first.
It seems like you and Coach Reynolds have a really strong relationship. There was a moment in spring camp last year where you kind of talked up, and your team was trying to be quiet, and Coach Reynolds let you talk back, and you guys had a one-on-one conversation. So how do you describe the relationship between you and Coach Reynolds? How he's impacted you and whatnot?
Man, it's a family, man. Coach Reynolds is a guy that's been through it all, seen it all, man. And when you are blessed to have a position coach with a resume like that, man, it's only right that you go and pick his brain and gain as much knowledge as possible, man. And in families, things get heated sometimes, you know, and especially in the D-line room, man. But just knowing that at the end of the day, everybody really has the same goals and the same interests, man. You know that everything is all out of the love of the game, man. So it makes it easier that I know that even when things hit the fan, that all those guys in that room, they're gonna have my back at the end of the day.
Is it the biggest change year to year for the whole team when you think about where you guys were last year, trying to establish a culture, to where you are now? What's been the biggest difference year to year?
Basically just stacking, you know, the chips and stuff like that, man. Our foundation is set. We have a lot of experience, a lot of guys that play a lot of football coming back. So being able to just continue to grow, man, not getting complacent as a football team. We know what we're capable of as a team, man, but in the end, the ultimate goal hasn't been fulfilled yet. So continuing to chase our goals and chase our dreams is what's at the forefront of our mind.
Colin does it. This is already an ask, but recent tattoo.